What if I told you that every single thing you buy, every service you use, and every trip you take comes with a hidden price tag? I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about carbon. And what if there was a way to track this hidden cost, just like you track your bank account? Welcome to the concept of the carbon ledger. Imagine a global, transparent accounting system for greenhouse gas emissions. This isn't just about big corporations or entire countries anymore. This is about bringing it down to a personal level. Think of it like a financial ledger, but instead of dollars and cents, it tracks kilograms and tons of carbon dioxide. Every product, from your morning coffee to your new smartphone, would have its carbon footprint clearly labeled, a bit like a nutrition label. How would this even work? It starts with the supply chain. From the moment raw materials are extracted from the earth, through manufacturing, transportation, and all the way to the store shelf, every step generates emissions. Using technologies like blockchain and IoT sensors, we could create an unbreakable, verifiable record of the carbon cost at each stage. When you buy a product, its total carbon cost is transferred to your personal carbon ledger. So, what does your personal ledger look like? It's a simple, easy-to-understand dashboard, probably on an app on your phone. It shows your total carbon balance. You'd see a breakdown of your emissions by category: food, travel, shopping, utilities. Flying to visit family? That's a big debit. Choosing to bike to work instead of drive? That's a huge saving. Buying locally grown vegetables instead of imported ones? You'll see that positive impact reflected in your ledger. This isn't about shaming or restricting people. It's about empowerment through information. When you can clearly see the carbon impact of your choices, you can make smarter ones. It turns an abstract, global problem into something tangible and personal. It gamifies sustainability. Maybe you set a personal goal to reduce your carbon footprint by 10% this month. You could even compare your progress with friends or join community challenges. Now let's zoom out and think bigger. What if this ledger was integrated into our economy? Imagine a world with a personal carbon allowance. Everyone gets a certain carbon budget for the year. If you stay under your budget, you could sell your leftover carbon credits to someone who went over. This creates a real financial incentive to be more sustainable. Companies would be forced to innovate, creating low-carbon products to compete in a market where consumers are actively looking at the carbon price tag. Of course, this raises big questions. Who sets the carbon budgets? How do we ensure it's fair for everyone, regardless of their income or where they live? A person in a cold climate naturally needs more energy for heating than someone in a tropical region. A rural resident might have to drive longer distances than someone in a city with great public transit. These are complex challenges, and creating a just and equitable system would be the hardest part. The goal isn't to punish people for their circumstances, but to create a system that encourages positive change wherever possible. This might all sound like science fiction, but the pieces are already falling into place. We have the technology. We have the data. What we need is the collective will to build it. The carbon ledger is more than just an accounting tool. It is a vision for a future where we are all accountable for our impact on the planet. It is about creating a transparent system that aligns our personal choices with the health of our world. It's a way to finally see the invisible, and in seeing it, change it. What do you think? Could a personal carbon ledger work? Would you use one? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm really curious to hear your perspective on this. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into a possible future, don't forget to like and subscribe for more ideas that could change our world. See you next time.